Good morning. What's up? How's everybody doing? Another day. Another day. Breakfast is a Slim Fast. Sponsor me, because I want to slim fast. Alright, time to chug this. I might look like I'm in pain, and I am. So, on today's agenda, I should probably not click that button. I should probably try to think of, ways to plan ahead, first of all. Mainly because it's good to have kind of this set idea of what you want to do when you jump into the game maker. So for example, I'm looking at it right now. Whew. Coffee needed? Oh yeah, I got my coffee, dude. Cheers. How about you? But I need to decide on what I'm about to do, before I go live. So I have a couple options. And Little Legion, if there's anything you're interested in, do let me know. The end of the day here. Hey, you can have a nightcap coffee. That's a thing. It was fun last night getting to show off my 3 big, mechanics, which were our wheat and our zapper and our glider. So I got to show all those off. And I can even pick those off where we left off. Off. Hey, good morning, Chelios. How are you today, gentlemen? My question that's open-ended and will likely be answered by me eventually was like, what do we do today? What should we do? The one day I was just like building and only building. I was informed, it's more entertaining to kind of watch the mechanics and, discover how something might work rather than, building blocks. Like, nobody really wants to watch people, stack Legos on top of each other, right? Yeah, crazy win, Little Legion. Love it. Just waking up. Hey, man, I feel that. Are you an East Coaster too, Chelios? Little Legion's on the opposite side of the world. Hey, V, good morning to you. How's your day going? Another thing we could do, because I'm indecisive, is we could be picking up our mushroom and kind of working on more maze-like kind of obstacles. Still the same day, yeah. The Legion, felt like it was just like it was yesterday. So as we're waking up, we're trying to decide on what to do today. So suggestions help. I think working on the farm is always fun. I don't really want it to be a quest. This is something I kind of decided on early into this project, was having more than one quest. So the one quest that's going to be there no matter what is collecting fungi. So that is like the main quest. So, and I'll have this as an open-ended question if you guys have opinions, but having side quests, is it worth it? Is it essential? Should the player be incentivized to do quests that are optional? And I say that because when I watch people play the last game I made and submitted, Runeblade, people were picking up these side quests, and it was almost overwhelming. It's because they had so many things to do, they couldn't focus on the main thing they were supposed to do. Little Legion, I want to start storyboarding in a a way that makes sense for me and for my game design process, but I will admit that I don't. And yeah, Little Legion, I agree with that. Side quests should be some sort of, fun lore fleshing out. Hey, Game Dizzy, how are you? Good morning to yourself. Still waking up over here. Did you get some sleep? If I recall, it was like 8 a.m. last time I talked to you. Your time, at least. Yeah, Chelios, that's a good habit to get into. I've written up, key dialogue too, and I think it's important to have that, in your back pocket. One thing that we could work on today is a tutorial, because I'm very interested in using the tutorial idea to kind of pitch, oh, this is how the glider works. Oh, this is how the TNT mushroom works. V says, side quests are nice, but maybe not on the game jam where they have limited time to test the game, so they don't get lost. That's a good point, V. Do you guys know if they're only testing, like, for 10 minutes, 20 minutes? That's definitely something I hadn't considered. That's a good point. So, one thing we might work on today is the tutorial. And I have a fun idea. So, yeah, let's take a look. It's a great segue into quests, because this tutorial itself will be a couple quests. Whether or not I'm tracking them, I think is optional, simply because they're not optional. It sounds like I'm talking in riddles right now. But basically, because the player spawns there, like, they can't avoid them. So do they really need to be trapped? So now I gotta find my quest hub. So this is one of my tutorial rooms. Basically, it is a glider tutorial. So I'll be copy pasting the glider in here. And I'll also have a starting room where you meet Touche for the first time. And so that'll be this pink purple room. I might need a third room, but that'd be about it. Yeah, the game loop is very important in Little Legion, for sure. No worries, Game Dizzy. Have a fantastic day, fantastic meeting. Streaming in 2 hours? Love it. We're gonna be raiding you, bro. One thing you'll all notice from me is I try to keep these streams to 2 hours because A, streaming can be exhausting, and by condensing it all into those 2 hours, I can really, give you my full attention. And by that, I mean I'm able to, narrate and discuss all of the things that I'm working on, and, obviously talk with you. And, after that 2 hours, like, I hope I'm drained. And by that I mean, like, my social battery ran out. Hey, Go West is here. What's happening, dude? Deuces Game Dizzies. Game Deuces. New name. So the first thing we want to do is set up our spawn point. So let's see how, because I actually haven't even walked through this room yet. It's actually super small. This is very small. Is it too small? This is inside of my super giant tree. So I basically, blocked this out. All puns intended. Here is a room I did for the fungi, like, Valentine's competition. You can see this cutie has some some flowers. He said, "Will you be my Valentine?" Who else submitted to that? I know it was a random kind of like contest, but I'd love to hear which of you submitted. Yeah, a game loop in your style of open world games. Dude, same here, Little Legion. I think we both like similar games. And yeah, V, definitely. Why the ... V? Are you alluding to something? Better geared, new play mechanics, yep. And yeah, developing mechanics is challenging. Couldn't agree more. Could not agree more. But, you know, I think we're improving. We're becoming... we're evolving. Okay, so... I'm thinking, my brain hurdy. This room we can reuse. It might actually be the very first room. And I'm looking at all these rooms that I built. So this is another one. This wall here, we are probably going to tear down so we have more room to work with. This wasn't even the same room we were in. But, okay. So there's that. So which block was I using? We got purple. Purple saturated. There's also a reason why this green mushroom is here. So if I go out, you'll notice I have a little fungi. Boom, is one of the 30 that the player can find. So I liked having that mushroom background behind him. So let's say you wanted to, you know, reach him. The only way to reach him would be using the glider. Or you could probably jump off right here. But yeah, that's just one of the many fungi you can find. So, let's see. I'm going to remove this wall. Because A, we want that tutorial space. It was a last minute for a contest. Yeah, it really was. But it was also kind of like a fun giveaway, pretty much, where it was like, hey, submit something, we're picking at random. And I know V worked hard on hers. Hey, DJ EJ, what's up, dude? How you doing? You just won a red blaze saber. Congratulations. What? How'd you win? Tell us. Inform us. How can we win one? Is it magic? Oh, was he streaming? Gotcha, dude. That's fantastic, dude. Congratulations. He was giving it away. Well, that's dope. Welcome to the dark side. The DJ side. So we can build into these blocks here. Yeah, it doesn't look like they'll be revealed. But I'll just give myself a buffer layer here of purple. And so we'll have 3 tutorial rooms. And what I'm going to do is set up each to kind of talk about the things that will be in the tutorial room. They won't actually be set up correctly until, you know, later on, like 2 weeks from now. But to have that template, to be able to just like jump back in and be like, oh, okay, this is where I left off. Like, that's what I'm going for. It's like, oh, this is the tutorial. And it's very clear it's supposed to be a tutorial. That's all. Okay. Because adding those mechanics and everything will take a little bit of time. And so instead, I just want to focus on making the room easily accessible. And like you can walk around, the camera's not going to be stuck on anything. Yeah. Is anybody working on anything special today? I know a couple of you are also participating in the game jam, or perhaps hearing about the Vox Edit game jam, or whatever they're calling it, the Vox jam. Like, that was insane to hear news about that. Basically, first place building some weapons and armor was like 20,000 sand. I know DJ EJ is interested. V, hello? Hello, V? Excuse me? We're looking? That's exciting. Oh my lord. Check your DMs. Claim your NFT. Winner 3. Either way, V, you worked very hard on this. Everyone, please give V a follow. This is insane. Congratulations. I don't know if you guys are following V yet. You worked hard on this. Very hard, it looks like. Added cute music. This is adorable. Did you make everything here? There's so many like unique assets. It's very cool. Just had fun with it. That's so great. Great job. So the other winners were Halfd0rk and Damon Voxel Art. I'm gonna follow them too. But V, that is fantastic. I had no idea. Zero idea. I didn't check my Twitter this morning. I'm sorry, V. But heck yes. Oh, all the free downloads. Well, hey, you use those and you made something epic. So congratulations on the win. Even if it was random, the fact that you were able to present something beautiful, like they were like, oh, here's our winner. They probably made another Cupid, another teddy bear holding a heart. Everybody clap. And then they see your epic trailer. That's what we like to call free real estate. That's free real estate. Okay. If you don't know what that meme was, that joke was awkward. Alright, so we've made this tutorial room. Obviously we don't want the purple poking out. So we just gotta make sure everything's that, I guess wood, and then this one was a darker wood on the outside. Just check too, they even got your name wrong on DM. Oh no. Okay. I mean, be verbal, be vocal. I'll make sure, to like and retweet it if it's not getting noticed. But hey, knowing something went wrong, yeah, be ready to vocalize it. So we're here to help you, V. Yo, I am Bongali. How are you? Good morning. We're currently setting up a tutorial area in our Fungus Among Us game. Is that name cringe, guys? You like Fungus Among Us? I mean, it is cringe, but in a good way, right? It's a good cringe. It's a healthy cringe. So we're gonna have a couple rooms, and you know, it's better to have more than one room just as like a backup. It's all good now. Okay, great, V. Good to hear. So, a couple thoughts that I had as I was building, and we're gonna stay to the tutorial, but I wanted to show you an idea I had. And feedback is always appreciated. And follow up, if you ever start streaming, you'll be receiving feedback. I think this community is always looking for new Sandbox content. And so if you're streaming, like, and you need feedback on your project, streaming is a great way to get it. And what I wanted to share and show you would be like this idea. So like this tree has a pathway that walks all the way up and around it. And so my idea that I'm going to be playing with is adding doors, just like randomly spread. And it's like a quest would be you have to like go knocking on every door. Curious how that inspires you, gets the creative going. Hey, Nervex, good morning to you. How's your game going, Nervex? You and the Rock 808 crew. Right now we're working on a tutorial area. So long story short, when the player spawns in, we're going to have like this kind of dialogue. We'll be like, okay, I'll save the surprise. But it's going to be fun and a great way to introduce the player to mechanics that they'll experience, like the glider. Sorry. Hey, Lula Love, good morning to yourself. How's your day going? And yeah, you're working on that project too. Exciting. Finding logic bugs. Oh, Nervex. I know the feeling. I know that feeling. Okay, so I'm building this room out. Getting a little bit distracted. Only a little, not a lot. So we're seeing the outside of the tree, and that's okay for now. But I'm going to give myself a buffer here, just so I don't build too far from where I should. I'm pretty sure I was building up too, right here. So this might be 2 rooms, for example. Like one, like tutorial room 1 and tutorial room 2. Yeah, so many Wizzy hats going around. Thanks. So I guess I'm a green Wizzy now. So that's fun. Yeah, welcome in. New faces, so if you're lurking, thank you for your lurk. You're lurking good, as they like to say. Heck yes. See, V, we're the green team. I should be making these rooms green. What am I doing? I kind of went with the purple, though. I'm committed. It's too late. No turning back. I could probably build more this way, couldn't I? Not too much. Maybe we'll do one more square. I'm also using a different shade of pink. I should just stick to 1, not gonna lie. But there's so many variants. Yeah, good morning, everyone. Tell us the things you're working on, what's bothering you, and if there's anything I can do to help. Maybe walk through, you know, my solution to a problem. Happy to do so. Otherwise, I'm currently building a tutorial room, and it's hecka ugly. but that's not important. A tutorial room is allowed to be ugly because it's meant to teach you something. So get off my back. I'm gonna have the fungi sign act as kind of like a backdrop. So this will be, let's say, the very first place that you spawn in. And my Valentine's fungi here, he's gonna be chilling. But he's not gonna be the guy that talks to you. And there's a reason for that. The guy that talks to you is gonna be Tushy. I can't spell. Tushy. And I have some very special dialogue planned for him. So I'm gonna pull up my notepad, the handy dandies, and make sure I got it queued up. It's on my phone, I guess. Yeah, I think it's on my phone. Do you ever just type on your phone and then you want to put it on your computer? I have a workaround for that. One moment. I actually can't find it. It's not even on my phone. This is one of those moments where it's like you can't find something that you're looking for and you start panicking. I don't like panicking. Panic's not fun. Okay, well at least I found it. Okay, the panic can stop. No more panic attack, please. Please, go away, panic attack. Okay. $10.52. Oh my goodness. Okay. So those of you familiar with Pokemon, do you remember what Professor Oak said when he first started the game? Like I'm talking like Generation 1, like what Professor Oak said. Because that's the vibe I'm going for with this tutorial. And it's actually super exciting. So a couple things so that we're prepared so we can get started. I'm going to change up the music. I think the lo-fi isn't my rhythm. It's not my rhyme. So here we go with the mechanics part. I'm going to make sure our fungi here, he can be dancing in the background. Why not? But I'm basically going to give Touche here the same kind of like dialogue as Professor Oak for the meme. You have to do things for the meme, guys. So it's Touche. He's going to say a couple things. So the first thing he says, and everything's going to be using the asker component because it's like a cutscene almost. Hello there. Welcome to the world of fungi. ... So now we need to connect the quest in a way that, you know, allows us to continue. So what we'll need to do is set up a few things. So let's say everything's going to have the title tutorial, and then that's going to be built out. So we'll say tutorial 1, or tutorial start is what will start this dialogue. And A1, the first message, will be tutorial dot 1, simply because, I don't know if you've noticed, but like every asker behavior starts with this, and it can be a little bit frustrating to organize. So we'll do tutorial 1, I think. So it starts here by responding to tutorial 1. We can continue the dialogue. Yes, I do, DJ. I have the green blaze saber. And so with tutorial 1, we will continue that asker behavior. And it's pretty easy to continue a behavior. It doesn't have to be, on another Touche asset. It can be on a number pad, for example. So the message required, tutorial 1, basically continues the next page of that asker behavior, which is more or less like the visual novel side of GameMaker. Are you all familiar with visual novels? No? Just me? Okay. So tutorial 2 will be the next message sent. But you as the player probably won't be saying anything. Instead, it's going to be Touche just kind of narrating for a while. And right now, this is like my template. So a couple things to edit with the template before I begin to duplicate it. We want no collisions, and we want it to be invisible, and we want to rename it the tutorial number pad 1. It's actually tutorial number pad 2, but this one will be tutorial number pad 0 because that's the detect. So basically, as soon as the player loads in, it's going to start that asker behavior. Some manga? V, do you like manga? I have a lot of friends that are into manga, but I'm more of a watch the anime. I can wait. Personally, visual novels is what encouraged me to start game development. I actually kind of jumped into visual novels for a while. One Piece. Very nice. I'd love to hear your recommendations, everyone. Been following One Piece and One Punch Man. Excellent choices. Oh, thanks, Dorkbot. And so this is going to be a detect entity. So you saw that we named it tutorial mp0 detect. And so when it notices the player, we'll send out tutorial.start. What I'm typing here is for debugging only. This will be removed, but it's to detect the entity. And now, when that player is detected, we'll do tutorial start. So putting in the text to display, it basically pops up with, a chat bubble. So we're only placing it in the display text for debugging purposes. And this one, you also want to turn off collisions and make it invisible. It's just a good habit to get into that. Yeah, Luffy. Now that you mentioned it, Beat, I can piece that together. I can one piece that together. Oh, Sword Art Online. That's a fun idea to play with Jelios. Isn't there a word for that where it's isekai? Sword Art Online was one of the more popular isekais in the last 10 years. But I think isekai as a genre which for those of you that don't know what isekai is, that's when a normal person in our world is sent to a fantasy world or is trapped in a fantasy world. And the whole story is around them trying to either get back or adapt to the new surroundings and begin to love it, fall in love, save the world, etc. So isekai is like its own genre now. So okay, so now that we have our tutorial template, so we made this, a couple minutes ago, we can duplicate this and set it to the side. For now, we're going to work on these two. And before I go any further, I'm going to grab my avatar portal. The easiest way to find it is zoom out, click the blue, that little big blue button, and that'll let you focus on it. So now we got to find that room we were just working on. I think it is above, right here. I think this is a different room. I have too many pink-purple rooms, dude, and they're not even adjacent. So it makes it more difficult to find them. But they're supposed to be hidden. Like, the player isn't supposed to find them. Here it is. Oh, it was like right next door. How? So I can use this room too. This will be a potential room. But anyway. So I'm going to save it. Ah, yes. A people of culture. Yes, Little Legion. Great. So as soon as you zone in, it starts the tutorial. However, the one thing I don't like is what if the player did, accidentally spawn facing a different direction? Kind of defeats the purpose. So, what we'll do is adjust the detect entity to where you basically have to approach. But it's like literally taking your first step. So it won't be, like too... And we want to try and center it in a way that you're getting the full picture. And so this is, the complicated side of the tutorial where it's like you're trying to frame everything in a way that's engaging. So for example, right now, I can't see anything behind my big fat head. And I think we could stop debugging this. Now it's just annoying. So my detector, we'll remove that. We'll move it a bit, just so where it's under him. The number pad for the asker behavior, we'll just put above his head, so we know, like that's what it represents. And then this one, we'll know on the floor is our detect. So what we want here is a way to back up. So I might push this back wall just a little bit. See how far we can go. So we'll use some saturated purple blocks, my favorite. Okay, so we're already now pressed against the outside. So we'll start here. We'll make a wall. And then we'll fill in the gaps. And it doesn't need to be too high either. Like, this is probably the height we can work with. So, future problem for future Halfd0rk. So I'll have to worry about this later. But having this purple on the inside of the tree, I'm basically going to cover it with these wood blocks. So I'll make sure that's prepared. But generally I'll use like a small diamond here. Kind of build out like that. But the idea I'm playing with is having these doors. So I want there to be a cool walkway. But I definitely need to make sure all this pink is hidden. Because it's the tutorial room. Cool. No worries, V. Catch you soon. Catch you later. We must continue. We must seek progress. So it would appear that this wall here is a little bit too close to the outside, but I should be able to play with it. Sorry. I'm going to just... Thanks, Lululove. See, one of you were thinking about me, and that got me to sneeze. So try not to do it again. Try not to think about me. Mute sneezed. Yeah, I tried, dude. I'm being polite. It's being polite, man. However, if I yawn, that's contagious, you know? Like, at least my sneezes aren't contagious. Cool, so we got this room here. I don't know why I don't just put this on my bar. Like, I've been going in and finding it every time. So, let's just run through it. Now that we've got this room a little bit more fleshed out, we can gauge to see if we have enough room for, like, a cutscene, so to speak. So the idea is we'll zone in. And by zone in, I mean spawn. And as soon as we approach, he'll say, "Hello there, welcome to the World of Fun Guy." I kind of want him to be a little bit taller. Like, I know I'm massive, because I work out. But he is, like, not elevated, and, like, your eye isn't really drawn to him. So I'm going to set that to the side. I might, like, put him on a pedestal. Don't put your idols on a pedestal, guy. Don't put him on a pedestal. No, not that one. What are our other options? White. It's kind of big. Might be cool, though. Ghost of Mars, good morning. How's your day going? Ghost of Mars. Correct me if I'm wrong, but did you win a Vox edit contest recently? I swear I saw your name in something. But how are you today? A couple, yes. Yeah, dude. Well, fantastic. Thanks for stopping by. And congratulations. That's awesome. So there's another room we can work with right here, too. I don't think we'll need it. And this white is like off-white, and it doesn't really match this fungi's white, so I'm just going to play with a different idea. Right now we're building out a tutorial room. Let's look at some columns. Any... Nope. Pillar? I know there's a couple like this. Maybe I'll just give something, you know, blocky for Touche to stand on. No real assets come to mind. Because they're like, maybe we can look in the scientist theme real quick. Scientist and sci-fi. Hey, dude, that's fantastic. And getting that portfolio going. And yeah, for those of you listening, a portfolio is essential simply because people are looking for artists. Like, actively. Like, this is a new space. We're all part of something very unique right now. So please work on your portfolios too if you haven't already. And, you know, at least committing to one, you know, like DeviantArt, Instagram, Behance, ArtStation, and then just, you know, everything you make, you upload it there. Like, you'll see your portfolio grow. The best time to be an artist. Exactly, I am Bone. Are you one too? Are you a Vox editor? Me personally, I prefer the Game Maker, but next month, you know, I might change things up, maybe focus more on the Vox edit side of things, because as many of you know, when you're developing, and especially just in the Game Maker, you'll want to have variety. So I imagine everyone is kind of like wearing all the hats, so to say. So it's like you're going to be doing a little bit of everything. Should you also go down, you know, this path of building cool sandbox experiences? And I am Boned. Oh, okay, no worries, dude. Are you, what's your favorite aspect of the sandbox? Maybe you like to play or parkour, or do you too like the game design process? Because that's what I like to focus on in these streams. So right now I'm looking for something for Touche to stand on, because I think his, you know, presence isn't accented well enough. And so I want to quite literally put him on a pedestal. Ooh, this might be a good platform. But I don't really think I'm gonna find what I'm looking for. Ooh, I like this idea. Because I want there to be like a zapper that kind of like introduces the player. But I'll probably also just use the zapper I already have set up. Hey, Hot Chips! What's up, dude? How's your day going? Glow from the bottom. Good idea, Ghost. We can see how it looks. So we'll want like a big object. This is, wow, that's actually the perfect pedestal too. Funny how that happened. So yeah, this would be the Rarity VFX. And for those of you unaware, Rarity comes in a couple different shades. You have white, you have blue, you have purple, and you have orange. I think that's all of them, right? So this is so it's a white. So when you see him now, you have this big white border, which was around the big old pipe we just put there. So I'm not sure if I like it. I do not hate it. I don't hate it. I don't know if I like it. So instead, yeah, having it kind of like as a soft glow. I see what you're saying. I see what you're putting down. And I'm also going to see how it looks as a pedestal. Well, now it's too low. Wow, epic glow, bro. Sick ambiance. I mean, that's better. And this, as a pedestal, actually works very well. So, what I'm doing right now is basically framing a tutorial. And there's a couple ways I can approach it. So I'm going to play with a different idea here. We're going to put the fungi on the pedestal, but move him a little bit to where he's like in the background. And then Touche here, we'll put kind of front and center. And so there'll be this like illusion of depth, really. So he'll be talking with you, and we want to make it, you know, a pretty picture. So if you're looking straight forward, it's like you'll see the fungi sign to the left, and then on the right side of the screen will be Touche here. And to accomplish that, we'll also set up our detect entity pad to where it'll register the player as you approach him. So it's like you'll teleport in, you'll join this metaverse, this experience. You'll run up, you'll say, "Hello there, welcome to the world of fungi." Yes, Touche sounds like Professor Oak. You know what would be great is if I could, I'm not going to promise anything, but if I worked on impressions for all the other streamers in the community, like if I could work on Touche's kind of like mannerisms in a way, that might be fun. Like in Game Dizzies too. I'll give it some thought. I'll give it thought. Alright, so we've got a good idea going. Let's move Touche up a bit. And we can move our fungi here over a little. I like him in the background. He sticks out a little bit better. The purple is actually a little bit lost in this room. So I might change out the fungi I'm using. The purple is meant to be neutral because it's kind of just this backdrop. It's basically like, hey, I'm in this new world, but, you know, this world is a giant purple box. Like, you're not supposed to be invested in the things around you. But it's, you know, you're in an enclosed space. You can't leave. You can't break the game. That's the idea. So, that being said, our purple fungi blends too well with the room. So we might play with like this blue one, for example. He might pop a little bit better. He also has he's got that cute face going on. Adoy. Hey, welcome back, V. We missed you. So we're working on the tutorial. Okay, now, okay, that's just cute. That's just cute. Onin. The player will do one of two things, like literally run around looking for secrets. Like, are you the type of person that does this? I've watched a couple people play, and I'm not going to say any names, but I've seen people play like this. Hello there! Welcome to the world of fungi! XYZ. So basically, he's going to do his dialogue, and then when he finishes, it's going to teleport you to the next one. So, we're essentially going to set up each of these rooms to where when he finishes this lore dump, which is a term we use in like RPGs and, you know, exposition. So it's like if I'm giving you a ton of exposition, it's a lore dump. So Touche will tell you everything about, you know, the current situation. And then at the end of that Asker dialogue, he's going to teleport you to the next room. And so we can use this room as an example. And there will be a little bit of a obstacle of setting up a new teleport, but that's okay. So we'll do tutorial, number pad, teleport 1. And this will kind of serve as our room marker. This room is also a little bit small, but we'll worry about that later. Here's another room. So this will be teleport 2. And we do want to remove button, the indicator. We'll come back. Yeah, we'll come back to that. And then lastly, we have a third room, which is our glider room. And the glider room is actually the very last section of our tutorial before we go to the final part, which is the zapper. And so the way the zapper tutorial will end is with you getting shocked, and that kind of like respawns you back up at the top of the tree. So I'm obviously like talking through it in a way that makes zero sense to you, and I apologize, but this is me kind of discussing what is going to happen with this, tutorial. So you get to hear me think. Aren't you excited? So this will be teleport number 3, specifically for the tutorial. I'll go ahead and remove the collisions, remove the visibility. And then the last teleport before the player spawns, and it's able to play, it's right up here. So the idea I'm going to play with here is, because this is going to be part of the tutorial, there's going to be invisible walls. And there's a very easy way to make invisible walls. And it's unfortunate that you have to make invisible walls sometimes, because the player will often, derail themselves. They'll be so excited to explore, that they will just run out willy-nilly without any quests. And so the way this will be set up is, when you teleport and learn what this does, it's supposed to force you, to continue to press forward. So for now, I'm setting this white carpet almost as a reminder. Oh, thanks, V. Yeah, and this is what the stream's all about, is more or less like discussing, it's an open forum, but it's also, my development process. And you're getting a very interesting sneak peek at this game, and I hope it's not a spoiler, Oh, I'm sorry, Dino. We don't want those. We do not want. So, the end of that tutorial, you'll spawn up here, which is where all of the gliders are. So the gliders were one of the first things we made in this 1x1. And so Touche will be like, okay, you go to work. And a few things will happen. You'll probably explore this and you'll talk to all the people. You'll see that there's several gliders kind of stationed throughout this area. And so hopefully you as the player will have gotten the memo of how gliders work. Because that's one of the tutorial rooms. So let's return to our first tutorial. And now we can begin to build out our asker behavior with Touche. So we want Touche to detect us. He'll say, hello, welcome to the world of Pokemon. I mean, fun guys. And then he'll say, "My name is Touche. People call me the fungi professor." Duplicate. He'll say, because I've already typed all this up, "I've hired you from across the metaverse for an important mission, should you choose to accept it." "30 of my fun guys have escaped the cloning facilities." No, we like my. My's good. "I need your help in wrangling in the fungus hidden among us." Hey, good morning, Sparky. How are you? "One problem. These fungi are exposed to the Sandbox drinking supply." You know what? We're not going with that one. This was in my my notes. So everything that were in those first 3 number pads, I'm pretty committed to. Oh yeah, dude. DJ EJ, if voiceover happens, I'm adding it. 100%. I love doing voices. Fun fact, I used to be a voiceover actor. And that didn't go anywhere, so here I am. And yeah, exactly, Sparky. I'm excited. But until then, you get to witness me and make a goof out of myself and do voices on my stream. Little Legion, thank you. That's very kind. When I was a voiceover actor, I was doing online gigs, and even when I moved to LA, I think all of the auditions I did, I don't know if my heart was in it. And so that's important to note, because I think with the Sandbox right now, like, I feel like, you know, my entire being, my heart is in it. Like, I'm in it. We're here. But yeah, voiceover was a career that I pursued at one point. Yeah, fun facts, I suppose. This will be on the quiz. I hope you're taking notes. So he says that, and he says, my name is Touche. People call me the Fungi Professor. That's going to send out tutorial 2. So because I duplicated all these, I need to ensure that they are lined up. So tutorial 2, we go into this asker behavior. We're going to change it to tutorial 2. And this will be tutorial.3. This will be 3. And so I think what we'll set up for now is after we talk to him, we'll do maybe like some sort of activation with this fungus. Like maybe it'll start dancing. And we'll also present a way to teleport. So instead of doing it automatically, we'll have it set up this message that announces, in order to continue, please click this button. And so it's a subtle way of getting the player to acknowledge that there is a button that can, you know, progress the story. And it's, while it does kind of force, you know, this issue, it's literally a subtle way to introduce a core mechanic to the game. And thank you, Sparky. Appreciate it. Okay, so we want to receive tutorial 3, and the message sent out will be tutorial 4. So a couple things. It's going to spawn tutorial. Ooh, yeah, well, it's a number pad, obviously. So tutorial, number pad. And this is my naming convention. So I'm trying to decide on... We'll just call it number pad 5. It's going to be call to action, so CTA. So for my reference, and for yours, a call to action, a CTA, will be like, hey, this is what you need to do next. And one problem that might arise is that because of this name, if it had like a message component, for example, it's going to, you know, say this is who's talking. So I might have to change this name to be just Touche, but we'll see. Halfd0rk soundbite recordings. Hey, that'd be fun to, you know, add them as sound effects. So if I do some wacky and zany stuff, you let me know. You can NFT my voice? Alright, if you want to. I have all the rights though. So for now, we're going to keep that named, labeled as is. And we want this message to be displayed. It's going to be on a very long auto hide because it's incentivizing, or I should say, eluding the player to do something. To continue, please click on this portal mushroom. So that will be when tutorial.4 is received, it's going to essentially have this message over his head till the player, you know, moves on. Hello there. Welcome to the world of fungi. XYZ. I've hired you from across the metaverse for an important mission should you choose to accept it. 30 of my fungi have escaped my cloning facilities. I need your help in wrangling the fungus hidden among us. To continue, please click on this portal mushroom. Why do I sound like Gandalf the Great? Why not? It's because of the Wizzy hat. The Wizzy is within me's. I'm sorry. That was dumb. Oh, jeez. So, it looks like I missed a part of our dialogue here. The XYZ. Can I add anything in there? Yeah, where was our, my name is Touche. So this is what I needed. And... oh. This was a duplicate. That's why it was doing that. So for now, we can actually remove this. And it should work. However, a couple things. We introduced this idea of a portal mushroom. Which, if you didn't know, Touche actually has an asset called a portal mushroom. So what we'll do is we'll have it front and center. It's going to be quite clearly in the middle of the room. We'll probably put it on something, so it's not just, you know, like floating in the middle of the air, and it's also very visible. So we want it to be super apparent. So let's see. I would love something colorful. So we're just going to find a neat asset to use. Might take a couple clicks. Boom, 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 boom. This might be nice. So the idea being this kind of like pillar of light literally just shows up. It's like, oh, okay, this is what he's talking about. You know, because it's not always super obvious. And you'll be the first to know, you know, when it is obvious because you put it there. But like if someone was playing your game, never played it before, first time playing it, it's like they're not going to know all the things you know. So in a sense, this is just, you know, an interactable object that appears when a certain message is received. And so to make this happen, two things. We want it to just kind of appear out of nowhere, but it needs to be both this interior lamp and the portal mushroom. Yo, Half, what's good? Not much. D, how you doing, dude? Back with D in the house. Backwood, are you going to be streaming more often? I don't know if you guys have checked out Backwood D's stream, but he's a new creator in the space. Give him some love. But welcome in, dude. We're currently working our way through a tutorial system in the Game Maker. So any questions you've got, you know, throw them out there. Else, hang out, enjoy the ride. We appreciate lurkers here. I, myself, am a lurker when it comes to streams because you're working. You know, if you're active in the game box or in Vox Edit, like, usually you'll have something on in the background. For most people, it's music. A lot of people, it's streams. Could be YouTube videos. So, by lurking and supporting, thank you. I know a lot of you are, you know, silent. Maybe you're not comfortable with your English even. That's something we all need to keep in mind, is that this is an international community. And yeah, V had won a Valentine's competition, and her submission was epic. Congratulations. Okay, so health component. What we want is for it to respawn to tag. And our tag is actually going to be hidden in one of these number pads. So we set these up. This is our backup. We don't need it. So this can be our number pad here. A couple things. We want to make sure it doesn't have any collisions. But it's going to have the tag portal.1. So I wonder how this will look. I'm sure we'll soon find out. But when Portal 1 is received, when Tutorial 4 is received, it kills this portal mushroom, and it'll cause it to spawn on this tag, portal.1. We want to hide any health bars. It doesn't need to send any messages on death. And the last piece of the puzzle is to move it. So we're actually going to hide it outside this wall here. So now, we'll walk up. He'll say, "Hello there. Welcome to the world of Fun Guy. My name is Touche. People call me the Pun Guy, Fun Guy Professor. I've hired you from across the metaverse for an important mission, should you choose to accept it. 30 of my fun guys have escaped my cloning facilities, and need your help in wrangling the fungus hidden among us. To continue, please click on this portal mushroom." Perfect! What a presentation! Appeared out of nowhere. And it's on a pedestal. However, it is not aligned properly, and I hate it. I hate it so much. Anybody else here have OCD? No, just me? Alright, so let's find our mushroom here, which is hidden so well in the wall that I can't even find it. There it is. Oh my goodness. Oh my gracious. Uh-oh. How many things am I selecting? So I can see I'm holding some grass here. You know what? We'll risk it. I don't think there was anything below. What am I holding? You know what? Control Alt Delete. I've this is what happens when you're working in tight spaces. Okay, there's another way. There is another. You can just go into the hierarchy, select it this way, move it. Work smarter, not harder. Guys, work smarter, not harder. Dude, that's what Alex did last night. I don't know if you guys peeped it, but Alex saw me clicking each individual number pad and changing something, and he's like, you know you could just select all, right? And of course I knew that. Duh, Alex. I'm not a dingus. But it was embarrassing. Because I am, in fact, a dingus. I do identify as a dingus. I am half orc. My orc father wasn't very smart. But all I'm trying to do is center this. I don't know why it's so difficult. Yeah, Chelios knows. OCD is a curse and a good thing. True. It's got its benefits. So, the only thing I don't like is that it's, you know, poking out, but I don't think I can avoid that, you know? So we'll keep it. I like it. It's good enough. I'm only gonna hide it slightly. As long as you can't see it. Hello there, welcome. To continue, please click on this portal mushroom. Nice. I'm a fan. It actually looks pretty good. I wish there was a way to add more light into this room. And a couple things. I want to make sure I remove that number pad indicator, that forced door indicator. So let's see where that number pad was. If it was one of these. If not, it means I have to go hunting for it. So it wasn't any of those. So there is a number pad out in the wild with an indicator on it that needs to be destroyed. This one can go. And yeah, it won't have any door component either. Far away that number pad was. This one here. Like, where is that? Alright, well now we're on a wild goose chase. So I'm gonna adjust my spawner until we find that. There's a chest. Hot potatoes. That number pad is now invisible. Okay. You know, usually a wild goose chase isn't this difficult. I would know, I'm from South Florida. Okay, so it's inside the wall. I see you. Can't hide from me. It's this one. We found it. That stuff bothers me, dude. As you can tell. Cool. So, we've got that set up. Now, we're going to set up the teleport mushroom. So if you noticed in that tutorial, Touche was like, hey, when you're ready, click that teleport mushroom to continue. One more thing we'll do is set up an animated behavior for our fungi here. We'll see what Happy looks like. He's not going to have any health. He will have a toggle. And so the toggle, you always want to make sure is turned off, but the turn on will be our tutorial 3. One thing we'll want to do is have our mushroom in clear sight. That way we can, edit it as we go. But up here at the top of my tree, I have examples of teleports. So the first thing is it's a button. And this is probably like step 1 of a teleport. The button sends out a specific message to whatever range you set. I usually set it to a high number. It honestly does not need to be higher than 100, I believe, or 128, because that's like the size of the land. I know I wrote down a note for that somewhere. So like land itself. Where? Oh my goodness. Oh my gracious. I think it's like 96, 128. If anybody can confirm or deny. But yeah, we're sending out a message. We'll actually add an indicator as well. So let's go ahead and do those things first, and we can name it whatever we like. So it has a button, a bouton, and it has an indicator. We'll do no display distance. We'll do like 5 visibility difference. I'll give it interact. We'll keep it as portal mushroom. It's going to send the message teleport dot tutorial 2. Well, I don't have a tutorial 1 teleport, but at least I'll like understand, you know, this is the second tutorial. And we'll do 100 range. So that's pretty much set up. Now we need to go and find one of our other teleports, like our locations here. And this is how the teleport kind of breaks down. And I have to break it down every time because A, I can't recall it from memory, but I can recall it, you know, as we look at it. So a couple things. When a teleport is received, the message is received, it's going to turn on a specific behavior. And it's kind of turning on this damage broadcaster for a specific reason. This damage broadcaster will destroy any checkpoints that are in this area. So let's say, for example, you teleported to a different checkpoint. It's going to destroy whatever was here, so you're not, you know, like having a conflict of teleportation. So that might not make sense until we use it in practice, but when teleport.collector, so this is my collector spawning teleport, when that's received, it's sending out a damage.50 tag to anything labeled a.spawn, which is basically the spawning point, and it's within this yellow radius. It's going to destroy it. And so that causes you to teleport because it's more or less like what your life is tied to. So if we went into global parameters, for example, controller components, this is what our respawn tag is. And so if you were looking, you know, in this component list, a.spawn is the tag that is being destroyed. So, to sum that up, we're spawning a new a.spawn every time we teleport. And so if you die, you're going to respawn at that new a.spawn. However, because all of them are using a.spawn, you should only have one active at a time. And so that's what this message broadcaster that we were looking at, that's what that does. Is it's destroying old ones when you teleport somewhere else. Makes sense, right? And so all of these things are meant to work in tandem. And this is very important, is having a trigger death message. And if you use trigger as your death message, you need to ensure that, all of the assets in your game don't use trigger, because that can break many things. So I have it set to triggers, and I'm going to keep it as is, but you can totally change this. I'll probably break more things if I change that. But yeah, that is a quick and dirty summary of how teleports work. So now we're going to set things up. Maxi Mac, good morning to you. Or afternoon, evening, I should say. Yeah. Hey, Default's here. What's up, dude? So we talked our way through the teleport. Now let's put it to action. A couple of things. This is kind of like a templated teleport that I had made. However, we don't really need this campfire here. All we really want is the teleport kind of spawn point, which might be underground. Yeah, here it is right here. So this here is what we're going to be duplicating. So I'll go ahead and Control D to duplicate. And then we're going to drag it all the way into our second tutorial room, which is always fun to find because it is hidden inside of a giant tree. This looks like it. So now that we have it here, let's go ahead and rename it. We're going to call it Tutorial 2 Spawn. Yo, what up? Welcome in, Maxi and Default. Thanks for popping in saying hi. Everyone here, thank you for joining me. Lurkers, you're appreciated. In about 30 minutes, we're going to be wrapping up the stream, and we'll be raiding our good friend Dizzy. So please do stick around for that. I'm going to go ahead and set a timer here for a giveaway. That'd be fun, right? So this is a good way to kind of like end our streams too. Quick question. If we're doing a giveaway, do you want the secret word to be shared at the time of the giveaway? Or should I kind of like drop a hint? Or maybe even put it on screen? You've got a sword on the brain. Maxi, best of luck in this Vox Edit competition. I know there's going to be some hot competition. But I know you've got the skills to compete. So good luck, my friend. Me, on the other hand, I'm all in on Fun Guys. So we're going to keep on chipping away. Okay, so I set this up earlier. It doesn't really do anything. You'll notice I have it labeled, but I believe this is just a placeholder. So I'm going to set it in the corner, put it in timeout. I don't know why I named it this way, but whatever. This will be Tutorial 2 Broadcaster. It's going to be fire. Only have a small part complete? Well, I mean, it's entirely up to you what you commit your time to. So, and thank you, V. But, yeah, I mean, the more time you spend on something, the more it will, grow and be, epic. So I'm sure whatever you decide, it's going to be exciting and everyone's going to love it. All right. Back on the grind here. Toggle behavior. We want teleport. Tutorial 2. It doesn't need any tags specifically, but we want it to reset should it be destroyed on accident. Life bar's hidden, that's good. The message required is going to be teleport.tutorial2. It's going to be destroying anything with the a.spawn. And so this pad here should be spawning. Yeah, this is our spawner here. So whenever teleport.tutorial2 is sent, it's going to be spawning our tag a.spawn. And if you were paying attention, a.spawn is our avatar's respawn tag. And so the way that works is every time we teleport, it's spawning a new a.spawn somewhere, you know, wherever you're teleporting, and then elsewhere it's destroying it. So I also had it a mechanic, and I'm probably going to do this off stream, but I need to kind of acknowledge where the teleported, it's my turn off command, like where that's being sent out. Because I didn't notice it in our chain here. But if everything's set up, it should actually work right now. Okay, so he says, hello, welcome to the world of fungi. My name's Touche. Hired you. That's cute. That's actually super cute. Need your help. To continue, please click on this portal mushroom. Click. Cool, it spawned me. So at least the teleporting works. I think what we'll do is we can talk to Touche afterwards if we really wanted to. Let's just say the player was accidentally clicking through this dialogue and was going through it a little bit too fast. Unfortunately, the animated decoration, though, was a little bit buggy, so we'll try a different one. Like Taunt. I like Taunt a lot. But he won't start taunting until tutorial.3. Hot Chips uploaded my game jam. Not sure if it would be accessible yet, but could you do a quick playtest? I have a couple of hours left before I'm going away. Last chance to do anything to it. Oh, that's right, Hot Chips. Didn't you mention you were... It's like a vacation? Not a vacation, right? But Hot Chips, I would love to. If you can find what page it's on, that would help me a lot. But I would play through it in the last 30 minutes of our stream. Yeah, going camping.
To win, and you win. I'm sorry, winning.
Mr. Winning, the winner is here. Perfect. How you doing, dude? So, this is all set up. What I need to work on next is a couple things. What I was talking about before I interrupted myself was having a way to talk with Touche a second time. So we can actually interact with him to start this message again. I've actually never tried this, so I'm curious if it'll work. So tutorial.start and interact both will start the asker chain, but there's also that detect that first sent out the message. We can instead make that an only once, so that way it's not just constantly sending that out. Yeah, glad to see you too, Mr. Winning. Good morning to you. What's for breakfast? I'm looking forward to your first stream, Mr. Winning. I saw that you were, interested, or at least, getting things set up for the Alpha 2. So anything I can do to help, please go ahead, ask me. My DMs are open. For those of you that are on Discord, I try to encourage safety when it comes to Discord, because as many of you know, there are spammers, like plenty of spammers, and they are going to send you faulty links. Discord specifically is a hotspot for spammers, scammers, etc. If you want to contact me, do so through Twitch. I'm pretty sure all of you can DM me through Twitch, no problems. So if you need to contact me, use Twitch. Discord, in my mind, is a little bit of a security risk, so I don't recommend DMing people through Discord. So Touche says all these things, but let's say, oh, what did he say? Cool, I can walk up to him and start that dialogue again. And then he says that message at the end of his dialogue. Perfect. We can click it and respawn in the next room. Awesome. And yeah, you got it, Hot Chips. It'll likely be deeper in Hot Chips and Source than you think it is. For example, if you started the game like a month ago, it might show up, you know, like on page 50, even 100. So it might take a couple clips. I would also suggest using Game Dizzy's Genie. Let me see if I can find it. I thought I bookmarked it. If anybody has that link to the Game Genie, please share. King of Crypto's here. What up, dude? How's it going? That's like my favorite emote now. With the shades. Love it, dude. Yeah, for those of you interested, King of Crypto, fantastic streamer. He is our party king. Always hosts the best parties. Yesterday, he did a dual stream with Game Dizzy. That was unique, fun, exciting. So, yeah, you slept a whole 4 hours, King of Crypto. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, I hope you get a nap in during today. Oh, Lula shared it. Go West shared it. Thank you both. Go West was first, so he gets the credit. Sorry, Lula. Yes, highly recommend the Game Dizzy search engine. Oh, but wait. Lula shared the good-looking one. I'm sorry, Go West. Lula shared the good-looking one. And of course, that was by Tom Voxel. He kind of added the special kind of UI. So do check that out if you're looking for a particular game. It does work the same. I agree, Go West. But yeah, King Crypto, hope all is well. You have a fantastic day. If you're streaming later, let us know. We'd love to pop in, hang out. Great. So this is our starting spot. We've got all of that set up. We wait for the tutorial to end. We teleport out. So the next thing I want to kind of brainstorm is our second tutorial. So I have a couple of things in mind. There's mechanics, specific mechanics, that should be discussed. And the way I have it set it up is there's 3 tutorial rooms. The 4th tutorial will be like electrocuting, zapping the funguis. But maybe this, second tutorial will be like, oh, this is how you catch them. So I'm going to make myself a mental note of catching fungi's tutorial. And then I'm going to pick this third. Okay, great. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 pink rooms set up. We have 4 pink rooms set up. So this is another tutorial teleport. This will be teleport 3. Because we decided this was teleport 2. And we've already set it up to where it's teleport 2. This number pad was broken. What else? This number pad was the catching fungi's. What's this number pad? Wait, did I? Oh, okay. I just had 2 of them. This is what happens when you use too many number pads, friends. So in this room, we'll have tutorial 3. So tutorial number pad 3. Oh my goodness, I'm this is not the correct naming convention. I'm coming back to it later. So this will be our TNT mushroom tutorial. And then the last pink room will be our glider tutorial, which is in this very top room here. And this one I already built out a little bit. This will be the glider tutorial. And so this is number 4. And so after this room, the player will spawn at the very bottom of the tree, and they'll be shown this zapper and how it works, and they'll discover that this is the only zapper in the area. Lulalove, I apologize. That lurk command has been very inconsistent. And I wanted it to work. I think I even reset it this morning. But yeah, I'm going to bookmark that. Thank you both, Go West Lulalove, for sharing. And Hot Chips found his game. Still searching for it in the list. It's called Fungi Game Jam Tri-Peaks. So Hot Chips had asked us to play through it because he's going camping. Or they are going camping. So that'll be fun. And I'm happy to help. So Tri-Peaks. There probably hasn't been many fungi games submitted yet. So right now I'm doing like a Control F and I can't seem to find it. Yeah, so do let me know if you find it, Hot Chips. If not, I hope I can play it, while you're away, while you're camping. And perhaps there might be a way I can contact you and give you my feedback. I know it might be frustrating if we don't find it today, but I do have a limited amount of time to work with, so that's all. It was never uploaded before? Ah, I see, Hot Chips. So yeah, it might be difficult to find. That's true. Yeah, V is pointing it out too. So hopefully, maybe you know how long ago you started it. Because let's say you started it 2 weeks ago, it'll probably be in the first, 100-ish. But yeah, it's going to take a couple clicks to find it. So this will be teleport number 5, right? Because we had 3 additional rooms. This white carpet, we're not going to worry about for now. Walk you guys through the idea of this tutorial. We'll spawn in, and I think I might even put like one of those VR machines, because that's fun. Hello! Welcome to the world of fungi. My name is Touche. People call me the Fungi Professor. I've hired you from across the metaverse for an important mission, should you choose to accept it. 30 of my fungi have escaped the cloning facilities. I'm going to reword this. Doesn't feel right. I need your help in wrangling the fungus hidden among us. To continue, please click on this portal mushroom. Mr. Winning, have you never been to one of his streams? That's exactly what he sounds like. I'm going for like a Professor Oak theme. I don't know if you could tell. So he'll say all his jargon, and then he'll say, this important note, to continue, please click. So I'm trying to kind of handhold, because that's what a tutorial is meant for. It's meant to hold your hand. It's supposed to walk you through it. So here's Portal Room 2, Tutorial Room 2. And this is where we'll learn how to catch a fungi. Very cute. Don't change. All right, perfect. I'm glad to hear it, Mr. Winning. Thank you. I almost called you Touche, Mr. Winning. So I'm looking at all of my various rooms here. This one's actually super small. So I'm unsure if I'll use this room, to be honest. I'm just gauging like how much space I have to work with. And then the next room up is basically the next part of the tutorial. So what I'm going to do is have a breakable wall or boulder. So let's say we can use like this as an example. So we've got the cave wall. I'll make it subtle. Now we like that. Let's like paint an X on it. So this is going to be like the bomb tutorial. So the player will see like, oh, this has like some sort of pattern on it. I think it needs to be a little bit more apparent though. But, you know, for the sake of this stream and how much time we have remaining, like this is the idea I'm playing with. And then in this tutorial, specifically, you're going to be bringing a TNT mushroom, which if you guys were here a couple days ago, we built over here. So this TNT mushroom will be used for various puzzles. And I'm using Touche's blood mushroom asset. Hey, that's true, Mr. Winning. That's a good perspective to have on something. It's like, we're all masters of our worlds. I like that, dude. Good perspective. Oh, you guys are looking to get bombed, huh? Great. Well, we're not, though. It's a goal. True, Mr. Winnings. That's semantics. You're getting there. You're almost there. The path is laid before you. Whether or not you choose to walk it's entirely up to you. If you don't run after dropping the bomb, you did. Truth. That'd be fun if the little avatars kind of like ran away. I actually have invisible walls over here. I think you're stuck, Maxi. Let me remove the walls. Now you're good. Parry this, you casual. Oh, nothing, King. We're just talking about how you're the bomb. Okay, so this cave here, we want it to kind of say like, oh, this cave looks like it could be destroyed. And that'll be like some sort of detect. This is, again, is our teleport. So we're going to have a sequence of teleports. So this room I don't think I've actually used yet. So let me see how much space it has. It might have more room than our other option. Dun, dun, dun. This is room number 1. Like, this is actually a lot more space than the other room, so I might use this one instead. So, like, if I wanted to catch the fungi, for example. This is room 3. But where was the last room? Luckily, I named it, so I guess I can find it. And this is why labeling things can be very helpful. So that's the glider. This is number pad 3. We want teleport 3. This one here. Nope. Okay. Well then. Glad I named it, because that didn't help. Teleport 5 is outside. So I have 2 number bed 3s. So it looks like it's this one. Man, I really didn't name these well. This one was a backup. I can destroy that. This one was part of our Halfd0rk component. And I'll go ahead and label it Halfd0rk. So this is going to be me cleaning up for a little bit. Mastery's clear. Most seem to be sleepwalking. Mr. Winning, I love your dialogue because you are sharing perspectives that a lot of people aren't conscious of. And so it's very encouraging to read what you have to say. And I look forward to your streams, dude. No lie. No lie. So, again, I want to ensure that all of these are labeled to where I can search them easily. So this is going to be tutorial MP4. Say MP. What do I want to label this? Teleport, right? Teleport 4. So teleport 3, I think, was in the wrong space. And so I want to put that in a different pink room. Because glider will be number 4. And then after the glider, we're going to send the player down to that zapper that I made. Right, so this room here will be number 3. Correct. So this will be teleport 3. Which means we can destroy this one. Because it was literally confusing me. Oh, and that's what we called it. We called it like teleport to spawn. Because we made all of these recently, we can also scroll to the bottom of the hierarchy. You might not be able to see it that well. I'll have to work on that. Elliot, mental note, you'll want to rearrange your camera, hop it over to the right side of the screen. And yeah, Mr. Winning, a lot of experience that seemingly rare. I think life experience is unique to each individual. And yeah, you're oversaturated with it. I love it. Almost started a Sandbox stream. Realize you're selling yourself short. Well, I mean, you got to start somewhere, Mr. Winning. I don't think you're selling yourself short. And in fact, the first time you start, you know, it's always going to be ground zero. So whether or not that's selling yourself short, it's up to you. So for what we're doing, and I've got 4 more minutes till our giveaway and we raid Dizzy if he's alive, is setting up these tutorial rooms to where I can find them a lot easier. It looks like I neglected to name a few of them, and that's partly confusing me. Page 254. Wow, that was deep, Hot Source. Cool, we can play through it then. I'll go ahead and save. And so, yeah, we'll see if we can beat, or I should say, thank you, V. Just saved, confirmed. But yeah, we'll see if we can play through Hot Chips and Source's game. And we'll give it a serious look. Because he's got a couple, hours before going camping. Which I hope you have a fantastic time. You don't have to tell us where. But, be safe. Avoid the bears. They tend to steal from your picnic baskets. Hey, boo boo boo. Sam play Game Jam? Nope, that's not you. You were the fun guy. Fun guy, try peaks. Preseason. So is it like a parkour? I love the visual. Fantastic choice in thumbnail. Try peaks, preseason fun guy family. Visit try-peaksrun. Halfd0rk.run for P2E details and rules before playing. Okay. So we got a good prompt there. It is not a secure website. So, I mean, that's worth considering. You did ask people to go, and I'll go out a limb, try it. But generally you'll want HTTPS, a self-signed certificate. Oh, okay. So it auto-corrected to self-signed. So that's something. And just so everybody can see what I'm looking at. It's a platformer speedrun game for Sandbox. You'll want to run, jump, climb, and puzzle solve your way into the record books and win prizes. Awesome. Great branding and marketing here, dude. Good job there. How to play. Awesome. This is a great tutorial. Thank you so much for making this. I think a lot of new players will enjoy this very much. There'll be seasons. Cool. Quests. And coins. So multiple quests provide different opportunities. New items can be attained to increase your times, as well as completely new paths can be unlocked. Coins provided time bonus. Time is deleted. Awesome mechanic idea. Each peak has a total of 6 coins to find through a variety of challenges. I see. So you want to find all 6 coins, it seems, to get the best time. Time bonus for each coin applied only to the relevant peak or challenge. Each season, the time bonus that each coin is worth changes. So yes, read announcements. It seems like it's supposed to be a very engaging challenge that changes every so often. So we're going to play through this, and then afterwards we're going to do a little giveaway. So that timer was a lie. I'm sorry. Oh, Kedley Kristen's here. Hi there. How are you? So just reading through chat real quick before we jump into the game. Yogi. Oh, thanks, B. Hey, boo boo. Looks great. Truly unfinished. Hot chips and source. This is a great starting point, not only for you as a developer, but as like building a marketable product. Like, I could tell you put a lot of effort, energy, and ideas into this. So congratulations for what you've accomplished. So I look forward to this playthrough. It has been fun so far, exactly. And I'm sure the next thing will be even better. But yeah, going camping sounds exciting, and I hope you have a fantastic time. Yeah, let's enjoy Tri-Peaks Run. P2E details. We made sure to visit the website and understand a bit of the rules. Generally speaking, having that in the game to where, the user doesn't have to jump out, jump back in, would be more beneficial. But I can tell that there's some sort of, P2E mechanic that would entice the player to go and read the rules. So, yeah, pros and cons. That's all. So let's interact with this fun guy. Welcome to Tri-Peaks. You look itching to run. Let's go. Running. So we're going to reach the top of the desert peak. Oh, we have several options here. We can pick whichever one we like. And so the timer, I'm curious when it starts. I love your visual here. So I can see my score, it would appear. So I'm going to just start collecting coins, see what happens. So first thing, we collected a coin. And I'm climbing the peak. There's a dragon up here. Speak to the llamas. Okay. So the llamas are probably what starts the race. I do see this line here. Llamas. I'm looking for llamas. So, first assumption would be to look at those quest logs on the right side of the screen. So one idea or kind of forethought would be a prelude to each peak. So for example, you could have like a starting line. This is clearly a starting line. But for each peak, there's like an NPC that starts the quest itself, rather than giving you all 3 quests at the same time. The levers look to be important, so I'm probably going to interact with those. I'm looking for llamas. I don't see any llamas, and that's only because you mentioned it. So instead, my next inclination, after running to the top of that, would be to come back and be like, oh, maybe I didn't start the race, so I can click this lever. Okay. It's telling me to go, go, go. I already picked up the 1 coin. So I'm running. 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 Oh, there's another coin. So I'm climbing, climbing, climbing. There's a flag up there. Okay, I'm going for the flag. I collected the flag. Racing flag. So, nothing other than collecting that seemed to have happened. I'm also not listening to the game sounds, which is important to you get the full experience. So let me go ahead and unmute the game. We're going to pause some music. Okay, so we tried that first race. Did I finish it? Oh, the lever llamas, you said. Oh, I see. Oh, okay, I see it now. Now that you've said lever llamas, I see it. So these are in the shape of llamas. That's cute. I didn't notice it, though. Because I was so focused on the lever aspect and not the llama aspect. Looking at the scoreboard. Okay, so we have the 2 coins. I love the concept. Good job on making letters out of mushrooms. That was a good job. I like that idea. And yeah, I think your scoreboard looks great. And the coins appeared. So that makes me as a player want to go and find more coins for that specific race. But now I'm going to try a different peak. Let's try the green one. Boom. Okay, we're going. So now that I have the music enabled, one thing to keep in mind is the ambience track you chose. Because the ambience track will never stop. So it's always going to be playing, and I can hear it in the background. So just keep in mind that whichever ambience track, you want to pick one that doesn't have music if you're adding music. So like this racing music, for example. Ooh, this is fun. This is a challenge. Oh, I want the coin. I want the coin. No, go back. Jump. Got it. Okay, running around. I'm going to go this way. And it's not a clear path either. So that adds to the challenge. And we jump. And we get the flag. Nice. And see, yeah, there's the ambience track kicking back in. The music ended. Good job there. You know, like having the music cut in and out when the race is active. That is a important, like, choice. That was a great choice that you made. Because it makes this kind of sense of, you know, hey, the race is going on. Boom, 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 boom. Then you get the flag. Race is over. One thing I would suggest is having that flag have one of the finishing sound effects. So like when you complete an objective, there's an objective like complete sound. So it sounded like the music just kind of ended. So start a race, but look at the scoreboard. Ooh. Okay. Oh, okay. Let me try that, hot chips. So instead of running, let me try the same one that we pulled. Yo, that's cool. It's got the little touche on it. That's adorable. And so that's why those shoes were there. I see. So that's a great timer. And if you hadn't have said anything, I probably would have never noticed this. But it's kind of like an Easter egg in a way too. So that's very neat. So I'm curious, like, how to reset. Like, what if I pull this again? Like, what happens? That actually reset the race. Interesting. Also, I see a little touche there. I see a little touche up there. It looks like that one stopped because that was the time we got. When this one hasn't started yet. Cool. Well, I'm going to try this race. Let's go. New song. Good choice. Uh-oh. I'll go this way. But yeah, you can still hear that ambient music in the background. So I would suggest trying a different ambience track that doesn't have music. There's actually a couple that are only sound effects. Like only, you know, like nature. I might be going the wrong way here. This one is probably the most challenging. Yeah, this looks like the wrong way. Climbing, climbing, climbing. There's a coin. Uh-oh. How do I get that coin? I don't know. I'm gonna keep going forward. That coin looks too difficult. It's starting to get snowy up here on the mountain. Oop, okay, we're gonna go this way. But no, very fun course. Like I feel as though like one wrong move and I'm gonna fall. And that is exciting, you know? It makes me want to do better. Let's go, let's go. Come on. All right, go, 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 go. This is a big mountain. It looks so small from the bottom. Let's go. That rock there was kind of just floating, so that's something to keep in mind. Like, you don't have many floating rocks. Coin! Nope, I didn't get it. Do I go for it? I think I have to keep moving forward. Oh, the ice. The lava. No, I fell. Secret path. Not secret path, dead end. Oh no. Okay, we'll try this path again. It looked like this ice kind of ramped up like this. Did we jump here? Jump here, jump here, jump here, jump here. We're making progress. We're almost there, guys. Climbing, jumping. Music stopped. Uh-oh. Does that mean I failed? That probably means I failed. I wasn't fast enough. Lava hurts. Doesn't hurt that much. Real lava would melt you from the inside. Better late than never. Okay, I guess I'll die in a pool of my disappointment in myself. AKA lava. Ooh, I can fall. What? Secrets? No, just death. Well, thank you so much for sharing your game with us, Hot Chips. Oh yeah, the flag's gone. Yep. That was a challenge, that race. And so I want to revisit this, and I look forward to revisiting it. But that was our end of our stream. If you'd like to check out Hot Chips and Source's game, please do tell us what page it was on. I believe you said 256? 254. And it's the Try Peaks. His Fun Guy Game Jam submission. I love what you used in terms of assets. The little touche was a great touch. That timer, I wish, was a little more front and center. Because as you said, like, you know, we looked at it, but it wasn't until you mentioned something to even look at the timer. Because A, you're kind of racing this clock and the music starts and you're immediately going. But that timer is such a great idea. And congratulations on building what you have here. I wish you all the best, and have a fantastic camping trip. And yeah, these llamas, adorable. I see it now. And there's a Wizzy hat. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, it doesn't look like there's music for this particular race, so that's one thing to keep in mind. I had the audio muted for this race. Or maybe the audio just doesn't reset. Oh, cool. I get the hat. I'm keeping it. It's mine now. Alright, so everyone, thank you so much for joining. We're going to be raiding our good friend Dizzy. Let's see if he's live, actually. Yeah, candidly, you are creating... Oh, you didn't have a good enough computer, but seeing contest after contest, decided it was time. So now I need to play top 10. Well, congratulations on setting out on that journey, Kristen. It is so great to talk with you in these chats, and now to watch you on this path of a creator. I am greatly looking forward to it, Kristen. That goes for anyone here. We look forward to seeing what you cook up. And thank you again, Hot Chips. I appreciate you sharing what you've built with us. And yeah, good luck in this game jam. Thank you. So everyone, we're going to be raiding Dizzy. Go ahead and get some emotes ready. I am starting up the raid stream. So /raid game Dizzy. Gonna be hanging out with him. So stay for the raid, copy paste some fun, friendly emotes. If you have Game Dizzy emotes, we love to use those. This is my favorite, the tongue one. So we'll do Tomb Raid. And throw out some Halfd0rk emotes if you got them. Ayo. I'm improving my emotes every day. Oh, well, now that I'm mousing over the Game Dizzy tongue emote, it looks normal, but I actually love the minimized one because it looks like his eyes are rolling out in the back of his head. Anybody else? No? Yeah, some orcs, dude. Some smorks. I'm gonna add an orc to my copy paste. And yeah, King, thank you, dude. Thanks for hanging out, man. King is also another great streamer. Make sure you follow King. Thanks all. Have a great day. Alright, let's go hang out with Dizzy. Deuces.